Hey guys, welcome back to another YouTube video, and today we're going to be talking about making your board for Warhammer 40k games. Now, I watched a couple videos and did some research about this, and I thought that I'd bring some points that I saw in some of the videos, and I'll just, put them in a short form, like 5-minute video. Now, the recommended board size are 44 times 30 inches for combat patrol games, 44 times 60 inches for 1,000 to 2,000 point games, and 44 to 90 inches for 3,000 point games. Excuse my bad handwriting, I haven't been in school for a while. And also with board sizes, just do whatever you want to do, experiment with the board size and see what works to how much terrain you put. And for battlefields, these are, the different type of battlefields you can do. Now, usually you can just put them on the table, or you can play Warhammer on the floor. It's common, and you can just mark the playing area with tape, and it's pretty easy to use. You can use household items too. It's plain and it's free. Only thing is, there's not really like a theme, so you might get bored just looking at it if you get like basic household items like, I don't know, Jenga blocks or something, or like books. So yeah, these are some things, like some alternatives that Games Workshop offers. Now, Battlezone Frontiers, like both of these guys, Battlezone Frontiers and Battlezone Manufacturum, the basic is Frontiers is like a gothic, kind of like gothic architecture, and it's kind of like buildings and stuff. And Manufacturums is like, I don't know, steampunk, like factory type things. And both of them are expensive because it's Games Workshop, and both of them are base board things. Like, oh, you start off with like a base set and then you can do other things. With the base sets, you can play a whole game. But if you combine them, then they look really, really, really good. They're both our starting sets, and you have to paint both of them. They don't come pre-painted, and they're easier to play games on. This one's steampunk, and this one's smaller cover. Like this one is like, oh, rundown houses and like full things that you can hide your units behind. These ones have something like that, but they don't have like the full houses. They're kind of like smaller cover, like crates or like sandbags or something. And these ones, and both of them have details, by the way. And yeah, these ones are free. These ones are gonna cost you 35, 45 to 60 US dollars. Which I don't know how to, translate that to British pounds, but you can do the conversion rates at Games Workshop thing. Most of them are, free to use at local game stores. Like if you go to local game stores and you just look under like the table that they have for their board games, they just have like a bunch of terrain that you can use for free. And not including third-party website terrain, which some of them come painted for third-party website terrain. Now let's go to the back. You're probably asking, why is terrain important to the board? Why is all of this important at all? Now, terrain is important because it balances the board for melee and ranged armies. Less terrain can make a shooting advantage. Like if you have Tau and like the whole board is open, you're just gonna murder somebody who has, for example, like Tyranids who have more like claws and stuff, or maybe like or like World Eaters who have like pistols and just swords. So they're gonna get murdered if their board is badly designed compared to Tau. It also improves the importance of movement. So like moving to the left or to the right, because usually if you have like a badly designed board, then okay, you're just gonna be moving directly towards the objective. But sometimes with a good designed board, you're gonna have to take left, right. Oh, this guy's right here, so I have to move back or something. And yeah, it just makes movement important, and it adds like a whole new aspect to the game. Obscuring terrain is most important because it allows players to hide units behind them. Because if you just have like bad terrain, like a couple logs and stuff, or like sandbags, and like you can still see the unit behind it, then you can actually shoot at that unit according to Games Workshop rules. So sometimes you just want a terrain that completely covers the unit, like okay, yeah, he's safe, you can't shoot at him. And that's why it's important to have some of them. Sorry, my video cut out. Terrain can also help boards go faster. No, terrain can also help games go faster, just by like setting the mood. If it's like, oh, a swamp and like theme and stuff, it can also help game modes. For example, some things like, one thing you don't want on the board is like a massive shooting lane. So there's no terrain all throughout here, let's say there's like a tile, you can like set a seeker or like a something, and like anything in here can just get absolutely like destroyed and stuff. So you wouldn't really want this board. It's an alright board, but you wouldn't really want it for games. It might favor one army over the other. And these are some terrain board designs. These ones are good. There's a bunch of stuff. I actually searched. This one was used in a tournament. This one was also used in a tournament. Well, not a tournament, but maybe like Game Maker. And this one is something do not use, because look, there's not any like hardcore cover in the middle. So anything in the middle is just like an absolute like hell. It's just going to be like terrible. And, you know, movement isn't really going to be too good. I don't remember where the other two things were. And I don't remember where the other two things were too. So you can just place them based on where you want to. There's never too much terrain. Just remember, there's never too much terrain. There's just badly used terrain. Okay? That's something that I'll remember somebody said in the comment section. So yeah, that's going to be it for the YouTube video. Please like and subscribe. You know, it's a big motivation boost. I always post Warhammer once or twice a week, maybe 3 times. And yeah, just like and subscribe. It doesn't hurt anything. And I'll see you in the next video.